Hello to all. Okay, so we were studying about a level diagram of kidney, right? And the parts of kidney. Okay, so let's continue the topic. And before starting, you all know what to do: like and share my videos and subscribe my channel. Yeah, we have studied till renal vein and inferior vena cava and renal arteries and descending aorta, right? Let's continue the rest of the topic, which is the adrenal gland. Okay, so adrenal glands just sit on the upper portion of the kidney. Okay, just sit on the top of the kidney, you can say. Let's see. Adrenal glands are small glands. Okay, so location, these are small glands, right? The location of adrenal gland on top of each kidney. Okay, we have two kidneys, and on top of each kidney we have two adrenal glands. Okay, so adrenal glands receive input from three different arteries. Okay, three different arteries. Let's see: superior suprarenal artery, middle suprarenal artery, and inferior suprarenal artery. Okay, so they supply blood to the adrenal gland. Okay, now let's see in the diagram, it will make you clear. This is the descending aorta, sorry, this is the descending aorta. Means inside the descending aorta we have branches of renal arteries. Okay, renal arteries take the oxygenated blood from the heart, right, through aorta, right? So descending aorta, providing the blood to the adrenal gland, oxygenated blood to the adrenaline gland. Not descending aorta, means by descending aorta the superior suprarenal artery, middle suprarenal artery, and inferior suprarenal artery. Okay, this is the superior renal artery, this two is the middle suprarenal artery, and this part is the inferior suprarenal artery. Okay, inferior, superior, and middle, this two is the middle. Okay, they supply blood to the adrenal gland. I hope it's clear. Now external features or parts of kidney. Okay, so we have three main parts, which is capsule, renal hilum, and renal sinus. Apart from that, we have two portions also, we have two parts also. Yeah, so apart from capsule, renal hilum, and renal sinus, we have renal pelvis and calyces. Okay, these are the external features of, externally we can see these parts of kidney. Okay, yeah, now let's start with renal capsule. Let's see what is this. Protective layer. Renal capsule is the protective layer of kidney, fibrous coating. Okay, it is a fibrous coating, and capsule is basically have three layers. Okay, capsule all together basically have three layers, and these three layers all together called capsule. Okay, these three layers collectively called capsule. Let's see the three layers. Inner layer, which covers the kidney. Let's see, this is the capsule. Okay, and if you see this capsule, if you zoom it, then it will look like this. So the inner layer is the layer which is surrounding the kidney. Okay, this layer, this layer just surrounding the kidney. Okay, this is the innermost layer called true kidney capsule, because it is surrounding the kidney. Now the mid portion, this portion is filled with fat called perinephric fat around the kidney. This portion, middle portion. Okay, middle portion. And the outer portion, see the outer portion, if you see, the outer portion is called renal fascia. It is the outermost cover, and it covers the inferior vena cava, descending aorta, and ureter also. Okay, so renal capsule has basically three layers. Inner layer, which truly covers the kidney, that's why called true kidney capsule, and perinephric fat, then renal fascia. Okay, the next part is renal hilum. Okay, renal hilum is the entry and exit site for vessels. Vessels means inferior vena cava, and descending aorta means renal artery and vein, you can say, nerves and lymphatics, and ureters. Okay, ureter, not ureters. Renal sinus. Hilum extends and expand into a central cavity called renal sinus. Now let's see this two part. you know, here we have a space. Okay, here we have space from where renal artery and vein is entering and renal pelvis is entering. Okay, this is the route for renal artery, vein, pelvis, nerves and lymphatics. So this route, this entry and exit site is called renal hilum, and renal hilum then extend into a cavity, fat filled cavity, where we have, you know, major and minor calyces, pyramids, right, cortex, medulla. We have this part is called renal sinus. Okay, I hope it's clear. Wait, yeah, let's see this diagram. Here in this portion is called hilum. Here the renal pelvis is entering. Here you can see the renal pelvis is entering, renal artery and veins are entering. So this, you know, route is called renal hilum. Okay, and then this hollow portion where every part, you know, sits, it's called renal sinus. Now renal pelvis. Okay, so superior end of the or upper end of the ureter. Okay, here this portion is called pelvis. This portion will continue and, you know, make ureter. So this is the superior or upper end of the ureter. So this part is called pelvis. Okay, now calyces. Okay, let's see what calyces are. Inside the kidney means, you know, renal sinus. Pelvis divides into 2 or 3 parts. Let's see. This is pelvis. Pelvis divides into 1, 2 and 3 parts. So this 1, 2 and 3 parts is called major calyces. Okay, major calyces. Now let's see the minor one. Major calyces. Okay, 2, 3 parts called major calyces, and further divides into, and major calyces then further divided into small branch, more small branch called minor calyces. Let's see. This is the pelvis. Pelvis divides into 3 branch, which is called major calyces, and then major calyces, you know, further divided in small branches. This small branch is called minor calyces. Wait, let me show you a diagram in the book. Let's see. Pelvis divides into, here, you know, 3 parts. This is called major calyces. See, major calyces. Okay, and minor calyces. Major calyces then divides into small branches called minor calyces. Okay, I hope it's clear. External parts are clear. I will upload the internal parts on my next topic, on my next video actually. Thank you.